confessional. What if I told you?
What if I showed you?
What if I confessed
That I have a ring, I have not bought, received or given, but this is my Ringfinger Confession. See, the love of this world is broken in the streets, but the price tag. We see daughters falling in love with men old enough to be the fathers. They're too young to spell the word sex, but too clever to calculate the power of money. See, it's so sweet like the fast food step towards an addiction. The sad part, it doesn't take long before the pretty diamonds stop shining, cause their dreams will die. The price tag, yeah, before I said the love of this world is walking in the streets, but the price tag. The poor man cannot afford it, but he's still stupid enough to run after it, even though he would have the real thing at no price. See, he just have to wait on Christ. See, when I was a boy, my toys had long legs and wore short skirts, and I played with them every time when no one was home. When I became a man, I put away childish things. And I took a bold step to go back to my sleep, and I promised never to take a pick until God is done creating for my ribcage. See, I know it's in my sleep that He will break and rebuild me to be the best mister to her missus. See, I trust He's doing the same with her wherever she is. He's breaking and rebuilding her to be the best missus to my mister. See, sometimes my mind plays tricks with me, because I keep forgetting my lines sometimes. So bear with me as I try to remember that. See, I thank God that when I meet her, she will not meet on my conditions. That will teach me how to love her unconditionally. I thank God that when I meet her, she will hurt me. That will only teach me to give grace, and in it I become more like Christ. What if I told you?
What if I showed you?
And what if I confessed
That I have a ring I have not bought, received or given, but this is my Ringfinger Confession. What if I told you?
What if I showed you?
And what if I confessed
That I have a ring I have not bought, received or given, but this is my Ringfinger Confession.
Genesis, when God said, "It is not good that man should be alone," but boy, oh boy, did I take it in the literal sense. So I tiptoed towards him and said, "Psst, psst, wake up now. The rooster is crowing in the morning, it's dawn, so wake up now. This ain't no time to be waiting up on him, so wake up now." See, I decided to awaken my Adam before it was time. I really didn't care about the deep sleep that had fallen over him. See, even though surgery was underway for his rib was being removed from him, patience was not a virtue in this mind of mine, so I shook him until he was awakened. I awakened my Adam before it was time, because each time he came, each time another brother came, each time they came, I said, yes, yes, of course I'll be your girl, even though I'm not sure if we need a marriage, but yes. I awakened my Adam before it was time, because what I should have done was hit the ground on my knees running, run to God and ask him if he's my Adam and not Eve. But instead I chose to play this game called Pick a Box. Which one out of these many hearts is yours? But what I didn't know was that God was still preparing me for himself and for him. God was still preparing me for himself and him. See, my Adam was still asleep. God was still in the process of removing my rib from the aid of Adam. See, surgery was still underway as the bone was becoming flesh to that bone, and I was learning how to trust not in mere men, but put my hope and trust upon the solid rock. rooted in love, so that out of the abundance as I speak words of life that would rebuild ruins. God was still preparing me into a virtuous woman, but I didn't want to hear any of that. So I shook him until he was awakened. In actual fact, he wasn't my Adam. The other brother wasn't my Adam. They weren't my Adams, because I'm no longer with them. But you see, I thought I needed them. I thought I needed them to serenade these wounds of lacking self-worth, to tell me how beautiful I looked but no one else did, to tell me that he loved me and I deserved it, even though the bird said so. I just wanted my Adam to say so. But you know what I did? I placed him on a pedestal and carved an image from wood, and like the Israelites worship Baal, I worship my Adam. But I'm here to say, I'm sorry, Adam. I'm sorry my could have been Adam. I'm sorry my wasn't supposed to be Adam. I'm sorry my wasn't mine in the first place, Adam. Because I did you like King David did Uriah. Placed you in the front lines of my heart, and boom, you got shot. A bullet to the heart, right through the chest. Now, your heart is bleeding heartache. Your heart is beating hurt. I'm sorry, Adam. I'm sorry, Adam, for awakening you before it was time. I'm sorry for awakening love before it was time.
What if I told you?
What if I showed you?
What if I confessed
That I have a ring I have not bought, received or given, but this is my Ringfinger Confession. What if I told you?
What if I showed you?
What if I confessed
That I have a ring I have not bought, received or given, but this is my Ringfinger Confession.
Some days the clouds begin to moonwalk under the sky again, and at this time I know that maybe pagan hearts are again aware of the God-given graceful love as it falls like the sky. And other days I long for a much stronger conviction for you and I, besides knowing all I had birds return home after a while. It is really this hope for screeching tires on a runway that remind me of a Corinthians love and reinstate my passion in the Hebrews 11 one way. I remain confident that one day I will look you in the eye and propose past the knee postures, that you will hold my hand the way veteran soldiers do their loved ones after the trauma of the possibility to not return home. Baby, we are Timothy's that will fight for righteousness in a world full of flesh desires. Are you ready for a world war? Because although we are in it, we are not of it. So let our hope drop further than the following sunrise. Let that reveling of Christ's heart for our lives be seen in God's eyes. I have a ring I have not bought, received or given. But if you will, I'm willing to forget all things deceived, they now forgiven. If you'd allow me to love both of us the way Christ has chosen us, then I will be your Ephesians 5. You can be my Proverbs 31. You see, the color of my past does not define the man I am. I just don't want you to fall in love with the man you know nothing of. And I'm not trying to say that I'm the best the man could ever be, but exclude me from the rest and I will give the best of me. 2 silver coins in the same piggyback became the blasphemy. The heart's mature, although the mind is bastardy. I'm not the type of God to just come bast and leave, but you busting out of my heart. I think that you will be the death of me, but I will love you. I will pursue you every day. I will love you with every sunrise. And I pray that God will encourage me to teach you to love Him more than the idea of us, lest we become beautiful bones in a coffin of unworthy skeletons. And this is my confession.